Why hello there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be reacting to the entirety of Before These Crowded Streets by the Dave Matthews Band. This studio album was released in 1998, which is just 1 year after I was born, and I gotta say, they just never looked back after releasing this. If we just take a brief look at the song list, there are so many bangers in here. The Last Stop, Don't Drink the Water, Halloween, The Stone, Crush, Dreaming Tree, just brimming with goodies, and I could not be more excited to jump into this today. But a bit of a disclaimer before we do: if you are new to the channel or maybe are recently joining me on this Dave Matthews Band journey, I've actually heard every single one of these songs across the many reactions I've done to the Dave Matthews Band, whether it was the studio version itself or live renditions of these same tracks. I've heard everything here, but I actually have never listened to a full Dave Matthews Band studio album from start to finish. So it's going to be a different experience for me because, my God, the lives, it's almost like an entirely different universe, and you go from live to live to live, and each time the same song is performed, it's different. It's far different, just to reuse the word, than a studio version of a song, because that studio version is static in time. Actually, the only way that even changes is how we perceive that song through each and every single listen. So, long monologue aside, I've heard everything here, but I'm excited to find out what it all sounds like cohesively and just enjoy more DMB alongside you all today. Before we do jump into this, let's thank Craig the Melancholic for making this donation request. As always, Craig, it means the world to me, and everybody in the comments really show Craig some love. He's a man of the people. But now, let's jump in. Before These Crowded Streets.
Your trust on.
Brings the fire early.
No need to bear the weight of your worries here. Let them all fall away.
Yeah, shed all that weight. Starting with the complex beats. Gosh, finding the one in this is impossible. How do you find your place here?
Open wide, oh so good I eat you. Take me for a ride in your sweet and delicious, perfect little mouth. Thereupon I linger. You will have no doubt that I do my best for you. I do love. Let's stop to get it gone. Lost myself just thinking about the two of us. From each other drinking, begin with the lips, a fingertip and kissing. Turn me inside out.
This one's so fun.
I do my best for you.
It's interesting because, like, the first time I heard these two together, Pantala, Naga, Pampa, and Rapunzel, I was also so confused by the beat and the rhythm of the melody. The same thing is happening to me here, and maybe it's just because I haven't listened to enough of these two tracks just in general, because, like, when I listen to Dave Matthews on my own, I stick to the songs that really, like, break my brain. This breaks my brain in a more technical way. let's go back and just pick up the vibe again.
Down we go, from the top you push me. This is such a thrill, lost in love and dancing. Shake your tambourine, you blind my head open. Of one thing I'm sure, I do my best for you. I do all for you. I would crawl through the darkest dungeon, climb a castle wall. If you're my Rapunzel, let your hair down, riding through the window. Good they lock the door, 'cause
This song is like perfectly characterized as just a musical jungle gym.
do my best for you.
All over.
I think the world of you. All my heart I do. Blood through my veins
Oh,
for you. You alone have all of me. I give my world to you.
Wow, just the heart pouring.
I will be true. Too good to be real. The smell of something cooking, my soul up to steal. I'm the food we're filling. What you giving me?
This is going to be a weird analogy, but we may as well start with the weird Sohum analogies early on in the reaction. But because of how quick this song is moving, but it's also like bouncing from instrument to instrument in this sort of sequential pattern, it sort of visually reminds me of the structure of DNA, where you have like, what is it in school from the movie Gattaca, GATC? Those are like the 4 something or another's in DNA. Now just replace GATC with the first letter of all of the instruments that comprise this song, and you just put them in maybe not random sequence. There is a method to this madness, but also put them in some kind of order, and in any given moment, any different splice of that DNA, musically speaking, is going to be one of those instruments, whether it's the violin, the sax, the voice, the electric guitar, the drums, the bass. Everything is just taking its little moment to shine, but sequentially, sometimes in unison, but anyways.
Something cooking, my soul up to steal. I'm the food we're filling. What you giving me? For it there's no measure. Of one thing I know is I
One
give
after the other.
my best for you. I think the world of you. With all of my heart I do. There's blood through my veins for you. You alone have all of me. You, my strength is so full. Carry your burdens too. I give my word to you.
I give my world to you. And the most beautiful violins there.
Hip, lock, so tight you drive me crazy. Crazy is alright with you looking at me. You make me feel high. Every single thing you do to me is like I'm drunk. I do my best for you. I do. All along this shivering tongue, giving me shivers. Like
It's a musical circus. That song is crazy because I don't listen to Rapunzel that often. That experience that was a lot of fun to listen to. Oh, to be Rapunzel. Let's go. The Eastern influence in this is palpable. Okay, before we get too far into this song, it's important to note for some of the fans of DMB who are not necessarily music theory nerds, the reason why this sounds so different is that we're using a different scale that is not typical of a lot of Western music. And this song in particular, and I remember looking this up when I was learning why The Last Stop sounded the way it did to me exactly. This is from, I believe, an F sharp Phrygian scale. Phrygian dominant scale. I'm not going to get into the business of describing why that is the way it is, but that type of scale, Phrygian, rarely gets used in a lot of popular Western music, which is why it feels Eastern, because that scale comes from the East, and a lot of their music depends on those different scale degrees that we're just not accustomed to using. It's a good time. I don't know why. Maybe it just puts me back into my roots or something like that, but I love the scale to death. And it's one of the reasons why The Last Stop immediately stuck out of my mind when I first heard it. And hearing it now again in this format, so fun.
The sun is well asleep, the moon is high above, the fire blows from the east. And how is this hate so deep? Lead us all so blindly, killing fools are we. It hates the gate to peace. Well, this is the last stop.
Vocalizing and the violin.
Shut up, you big lie.
You know what's so interesting about this song, outside of the musicality, which is already to me so captivating, but the lyricism here, and something that I brought up in a previous DMB reaction, is that Dave, in a lot of his lyrical delivery, he sometimes gives this very sarcastic kind of feel, which allows him to play the villain in a direct way, but also with the wink and nod that, hey, we all get that what we're singing about here is from a very sarcastic perspective. You're so righteous, so righteous, so righteous. Like, he's repeating that almost a comical amount of times because you're always so right. No one would ever say that in, I think, normal conversation. There's a reason why it's repeated so much. And, you know, despots and dictators who always have the need to be right, and will like find every backwards rationalization and justification for the terrible atrocities that they commit and wars they start, things that they do to harm their local populace, all in the name of some other cause that they're falsely providing as the justification. I mean, I understand there's groupthink in a lot of human psychology and fear as a weapon, and anxieties and just collective oppression at a very high level, but it's also crazy that some people in the modern era are just getting away with being complete despots and dictators and narcissists. I don't know. I feel like we have enough information to suss this out now, and what societies are more free, for example, but it's just a crazy world we live in. Anyways, let's not get too lost in the rambles.
Shut up, you big lie. Oh, and the black is white lie. Oh, you comb your hair to hide your lying eyes. And you're righteous, so righteous, so righteous. You're always so right. Oh, man, but why you're lying? Go ahead and dream. Go ahead and believe that you are the chosen one. This is the best stop. It's always blowing up. And I hope that we can break it down, so it's not so black and white. On the eye. This is the last stop. Hey, there's more than showing us. Oh, and I hope that we can break it down, so it's not so black and white. Black and white. Oh, mama, see ya. See ya. You're righteous. You're righteous. You're righteous. You're always so right. Oh, and there you are nailing good to a tree, and then say, forgive me. Forgive me. Go ahead and dream. Go ahead and believe that you are the chosen one.
Those lyrics will always just destroy me, and they almost, at this point in my listening to the Last Stop career, they still come as a surprise to me because they are so visceral. They cut right down to the bone. And then the lyric here, oh but there you are nailing good to a tree, and then say forgive me for my sins, right? You're repenting after doing the terrible deed, but if the terrible deed was nailing literal goodness, you are the artifice, you are literally the embodiment of evil, but evil itself is now able to ask for forgiveness. There's a certain cosmic irony to that, right? Because if you are the evil thing and you can also be then forgiven for your evil, but you're destroying what is good in the present, can good live necessarily? And maybe it's a weird, I think it just goes with like all the negative like cognitive biases that we have, but maybe there's this false perception that we have where goodness is something that is nailable. You know what I mean? Maybe that is the fallacy. If we think of it as like a logical axiom, well, baked into nailing good to a tree is good being capable of good being capable of being nailed to a tree. We don't have to accept that assumption necessarily. Yeah, it just makes me think. Love that lyric a lot.
And there you are nailing good to a tree, and then say, forgive me, forgive me.
to. From the crazy chaos to that destructive outro, and then it opens up into the bright acoustic guitar. Oh, and then I can just literally, I see Tim playing this in the Radio City show, and it just goes and goes. I love that song a lot. Now don't drink the water. Y'all enjoying the reaction so far? I hope so.
Come out, no use in hiding. Come now, can you not see?
And I love the just like relaxed vibe
There's
here.
no place here, what were you expecting?
The droning note that settles above.
No room for both, just room for me.
Just what a groove, right?
So you lay your arms down. Yes, I will call this away, away. You have been banished. Your land is gone and given me. And here I will spread my wings.
Like having these two songs back to back, Last Stop, Don't Drink the Water, and even the previous pairing, Pantala, Naga, Pampa, and Rapunzel, like these might just be like the two best like back to back songs you could have. But, you know, probably just prove me wrong immediately in the comments. I'm just loving the back to back vibes too, with this like first this Phrygian dominant song, and now this song that like sits in the major but then still references like in melodic motifs from the East, and you can definitely hear it in Dave's vocal melody, especially as the song progresses and gets more intense.
Spread my wings. Yes, I will call this what's this you say? You feel the right to remain, then stay, and I will bury you.
I Will Bury You is like the best, most intimidating thing ever.
What's that you say? Your father's spirit still lives in this place. Well, I will silence you.
Goes so hard.
Here's the hitch. Your horse is leaving. Don't miss your boat, it's leaving now.
Like on this song you have like Bella Fleck doing crazy things on the banjo like we heard earlier, which is crazy because it just sounds so good in this unusual context. And then of course Tim doing whatever Tim does with all of the effects on his guitar.
It's leaving now. sleep more soundly upon these poor souls. I'll build heaven and call it
right there.
Don't drink the water. There's blood in the water. Don't drink the water. Blood in the
Now I can never unhear Alanis Morissette on this track. It's crazy. I can see her face singing it. Love Alanis. God, and you know, I love the fact that these two songs, The Last Stop and Don't Drink the Water, are like kind of like twins, you know? One is criticizing despots, the other is taking the perspective of one, trying to take over and annex another's land, slaughtering the locals. I gotta say, the production, though it's like raw, feels so well mastered and mixed. God, it's like traveling through my body.
Just the other day, and it was so hot outside. You Good Friday, gone. Remember you were talking, and I watched as sweat ran down your face. Reached up, and I caught it at your chin, lick my fingertips. We were just wasting time.
It's not a care in the world.
Hours roll by, doing nothing for the fun. A little taste of a good life, or whether right or wrong, makes us wanna stay for a while. Then later on, the sun began to fade, and then, well, the clouds rolled over our head, and it began to rain. Oh, we were dancing, mouths open, we were splashing in the tongue taste, and for a moment this good time would never end.
Yeah.
You and me, just wasting time. I was kissing you, kissing me, love, on a good day into the moonlight. And now a night so fine makes us wanna stay for a while. Makes you wanna. Makes me wanna.
This song is so bright and bubbly and fun and good-natured. it almost makes me feel bad for the comment I'm about to make, but like low key, it makes me a little bit sad because if I insert myself into this, it feels like for a while, like I just haven't had really the time to sit down and just do literally nothing. Maybe that's just like a consequence of the way our society is structured, because I know there's like a grind mindset. I, for one, I'm attempting to be a very hard worker and, build a life for myself one way I can or the other. And in that paradigm, there's not much time to just rest. And also it's a consequence of who I am as a person, who maybe I'm constantly thinking of things to do to improve, and I just want to be better and better and better. But the flip side of that is you're going to burn yourself out. You're never going to really rest and recharge. And we all know rest and relaxation is actually efficient and preferable for productivity. So, we all have our like different kind of balances to strike as it relates to like working ourselves to the bone and taking more time to just do nothing. Definitely in that zone of like, I would super love to do nothing, but also I want to callous my mind into being capable of withstanding longer periods of time of, less productivity. It's a weird balance, and it's probably a little toxic as well. So just, stay wasting time defies that like pre-existing mindset that I have. I'll think on that more. This riff is so interesting. Dude, the lovely ladies are insane. And now for Halloween. you saw it in my thought bubble above, but the differences between these three songs being back to back to back, I mean, now that I've heard all of these songs, it's not as big of a surprise to me, but I mean, maybe if I could like go back in time and rewire my brain, and this whole album would have been my first DMB experience, I think the earth below me would have actually opened up and swallowed me whole. Like my world wouldn't be the same. Oh, God, they're so different, but I love the dynamics and how everything just still sounds amazing. Whoever put this whole album together, mixed, produced, mastered, they deserve more money.
Hey, little dreamer's eyes open and stirring over me. Oh, little lonely eyes, oh, and radiant. Oh, wait until I come and I will steal you. Wait until I come, I'll take your soul. Wait until I come and I will steal you. Wait until I come and I will go. Out and dreaming in the night, shadows on the windows, lead out and ever and will read me on the night.
I love
I
this.
will lay you lying, I will not let go, it's life.
You know, somehow, out of all of the versions of Halloween that I've heard, this is the most well-mannered Halloween. But recently, the recently EP, not well-mannered. That little moment, that switch from the really biting evil vocals into that very smooth, soft vocals with the strings to back it up. So jarring in the same verse. Why does it rip me out between? Why then watch this lens so far? Why the lonely It's like crazy because the meaning of all of what we just heard and how, again, visceral, demonic it is to switch into this like very jovial rhythmic section. It's such a 180, and it almost makes it all seem like it doesn't even matter anyways. You know, it adds that, and I don't know if nihilism is the right word. It's almost like cosmic indifference. I think I've been using cosmic a lot. I maybe need to lessen that frequency. Jesus, this is good.
Up from the ground and spade on over. I felt temperature rises and across the naked
It's like a ghost emerging. It's like this huge bellowing sound from the vocals, and then you have the huge like bellowing vocals that emerge in the back, almost like a vampire is singing at us. And then in the left we have Tim again taking his pick and then just scraping it and tapping it across his electric guitar. Super intriguing effects, but they're also super dissonant at the same time when you put them together. But the way they're arranged in the mix, like spatially, it provides enough distance that they never like clash or touch each other. If that doesn't make sense, I get you. Let's keep going. It's almost like a noir film start. This song I've heard the least out of every one of these tracks. Sinister here. Oh my god. Oh wow. It's a very fast 6 feel. But it's like stutter stepped and delayed, right? The way the transitions happen around the beat. And it just builds. Oh my god, I remember this song so vividly now. Why don't I listen to this more? And you hear Stefan here. It's like the earth below me is...
I'm this creeping suspicion that things here are not as they seem. Reassure me. Oh, why do I feel as if I'm in too deep? Now I've been praying for some way to show them I'm not what they see. Yes, I have done wrong.
Change the perception.
But what I did, I thought needed be done, I swear.
Yeah, it's an unusual track for sure. But it's very compelling.
If I leave now, I might get away. But this weighs on me, as heavy as stone and as blue as I go.
Heaviness, sadness.
Just wondering if you come in.
I love this song now. I don't know what was going through my mind when I just didn't listen to this more, because it is so, again, compelling. And it's so meaningful too. I guess it's just like a second wave of realization coming over me, but the stone, right? We carry this along with us, whether it's baggage from the past, it grows and grows, this stone. Maybe it's our sins, whatever, but we carry it along with us wherever we go, and, you know, it causes our head to tip over, and we just want somebody there to help us with our problems, to bear some of that weight, some of that load for us. You know, be that helping hand, that, you know, little word of encouragement when you didn't realize you needed it, but that was the thing that brought you the strength to lift that stone up again. Because with life, there's always a stone to lift. And, you know, the way I think about it, I don't know if I've brought this up specifically before, but I'll do it here. Every problem in life that we're facing now is probably the hardest problem you've ever contended with, actually. You know, obviously there's like regression and going back to the same problem if you never rightly solved it. But just say, for the sake of example, if you continued to learn iteratively, then the next problem would be the very hardest problem, because you still have all of the skills of old contending with what you did, but now the thing in front of you is even harder to chip away at. So technically, at every stage in our life, we are carrying a heavier stone.
From that fool's mistake, and now forever pay. No, run, I will run, and I'll be okay.
It's very Sisyphean.
I was just wondering if you come along.
And it just brightens up here. Like all of the weight of the world on my shoulder. It's so heavy, it's so dark, it's brooding, and then it just brightens up the moment he asks for help and just what he wishes could be the case. Again, it's like the auditory manifestation of lightning, that stone being lifted just for even a moment. But it seems like we always come back around to the stone.
To turn back the clock and do over again. Now I'm just wondering if you come along. Hold up my head when my head won't hold on. I'll do the same if the same's what you want. But if not, I'll go
God, I remember this section live. Yeah.
To stay in your arms, see you smile, hold you close, and now it weighs on me as heavy as stone and a bone chilling cold. I was just wondering if you come in.
It's different this time, right? So different. Now it's elevated somehow. The strings are there rather than the acoustic guitar. And it just ends hopeful, right? Tell me you will. Or maybe this is like the the dream, the dream of what's possible. This is what life could sound like if you weren't carrying the stone. It's like aspirational. I mean, it's just genius songwriting. Wow. There's a song that I want you guys to listen to. I'm going to pause it there just quickly. There's a song that I want you guys to listen to, or if you don't want to, that's okay. Dying is absolutely safe. The ending of Stone, at least up until that point, before I paused it, sounds a lot like, or at least not completely, but has a similar energy to the ending of this song here. Dying is absolutely safe, the Abbey Road version by Architects. This song, it's like melancholic. It also elevates at the end with strings. It's remarkably profound and sad, which is also what I feel with the Stone. There's this like hopeful energy about it towards the end, but also there's a lot of melancholy in the middle, ruminating on that stress that's being held within. God. And then it switches right to that really bright, will you be there with me, that bounce. That part of the song, that bounce that we get in the Stone is not what's going to be present in Dying is Absolutely Safe. But if I can spread any propaganda for you today, it's going to be to listen to that right after the Stone, just to compare. But let's go back to the album. And what a different ending to this song, by the way. Like, do we consider this a true ending for real? Feels like we ended at the 7-minute mark, but not there. I don't know. Here we go. The iconic Crush. And the lead into it. I love this song so much.
Crazy how it feels tonight. Crazy how you make it all alright, love. Crush me with the things you do, and I'll do for you anything to. Sitting,
it's so jazzy,
smoking, feeling high, and in this moment, it feels so right. Lovely lady, I'm at your feet. Oh God, I want you so badly, and I wonder this, could tomorrow be so wondrous as you there sleeping? Let's go drive till the morning comes.
It's such an intimate song. And it's remarkably catchy for how complex it is. because we're constantly shifting around the meter. Oh, there goes my camera. We're constantly shifting around the meter in a way that it's attainable to the average listener, but it's not intuitive. And the same thing can be said about a musician too, because I have more of like an analytical musician's mind in addition to creative and emotional. But the way I try to like view it analytically is also, I get it, but it's not intuitive. It's like, imagine like Stranger Things, you have the overworld that exists and then the underworld, the flip side, that it's right there within reach, but it's so infinitely far away. It's like, the antimatter to matter.
Watch the sunrise and fill our souls up. We'll drink some wine till we get drunk. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm thinking, just knowing that the world is round, and here I'm dancing on the ground. Am I right side up or upside down? And is this real or am I dreaming? Lovely lady, let me drink you, please. Won't spill a drop, no, I promise you. Lying under this spell you cast on me, each moment the more I love you. Crush me.
This may be one of the best romance songs of all time.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I'm thinking, just knowing that the world is round, and here I'm dancing on the ground. Am I right side up or upside down? Is this real or am I dreaming? Lovely lady, I will treat you sweetly, adore you. I mean, you crush me.
I mean, it's just so unique how these phrases are being sung. I guess you could also relate it to like the way that these syllables are being grouped. Some are elongated, others are quickened, but it's not in any, at least to me, obvious or predictable way, even after having listened to this song so many times. And we all know the different live versions are going to be even sung differently by Dave, but it isn't something that like most singers really do, especially not in the way that Dave does it so consistently. Again, it's just like one of the things that I've said before, but deserves being repeated here.
Lady, I will treat you sweetly, adore you. I mean, you crush me, and it's times like these when my faith I feel. I know how I love you. Come on. Come on, baby, it's crazy. I'm thinking just as long as you're around, and here I'll be dancing on the ground. Am I right side up
this song is so smooth. I can't imagine this song ever having needed more than one take to create. It's that smooth. It can't be just pieced together because it all just flows so effortlessly. I can truly imagine this song in particular being written in a jam session, one take, and they just somehow arrived at this amazingness. Now, I'm sure that's not the case. If it were, I think invest only in DMB stocks for the rest of like humanity. Oh God, it's just that good. It's so fluid. Electric guitar, acoustic guitar, just the flute, then to the violin, with the electric and acoustic. Just layers, layers, layers. Unreal, man. This has been so fun. Wow. This is so awesome. Having the time of my life over here. Now the Dreaming Tree. Already with the rhythm. Crazy the way it bounces across. Oh. God, it's so unusual, but it's like mystical, you know? Like another plane of existence. Again, it's like right there within arm's reach, but there's a shimmery invisible wall.
Here, the old man said to me, long before these crowded streets, here stood my dreaming tree. Below it he would sit for hours at a time. Now progress takes away what forever took to find, and now is falling hard. He feels the falling dark, how he longs to be beneath his dreaming tree.
Wow.
Conquered fear to climb, a moment frozen time, when the girl who first he kissed promised him she'd be his. Remembered mother's words there beneath the tree. No matter what the world, you'll always be my baby. Mommy, come quick, the dreaming tree has died. The air is growing thick, the fear it cannot hide. The dreaming tree has died. see. This thing I do not deny it. All through the smile, as crooked as danger, do not deny. I know in my mind I would leave you now. If I had the strength to, I would leave you up to your own devices. Will you not talk? Can you take pity? Don't ask much, but won't you speak, please?
It's literally just the cycle of life. We have dreams, we grow up, our mom takes care of us. Eventually we see that the dreaming tree has died. All of that hope and luster we had for the future that awaits is no longer. And that is a bitter pill to swallow, whether we want to or not, or have to or not. I think that's always maybe a fallacy, but these imaginations we have of growing old and having what we want, sometimes those paths get altered. And if we hold on like feverishly to our ideal future, but that expectation is unmet for whatever reason, we're always going to be doomed to pine over that destination that it's unattainable, right? It's self-defeating because you'll never have exactly that. But it's like, don't you want this balance of like that childhood innocence and dreaming with the pragmatism of being able to achieve those dreams or altering it given life circumstances? There's a different quote which is not related to this, but I think it kind of is. The grass is greener wherever you water it. I would say the same thing extends to the physical metaphor of a dreaming tree. If we nurture the tree will grow healthily and last, potentially if it's an evergreen forever. That's not how that works, right? They just don't shed anyways. It's been a while since I've learned about coniferous trees and all that stuff.
Just speak, please.
Coniferous, and there's another one. Again with a complicated rhythm here somehow.
From the start, she knew she had it made easy up till then. For sure she'd make the grade. Adorers came in hordes to lay down in her wake. Gave it all she had, but treasures slowly faded. Now she's falling hard, feels the fall of dark.
Achieving greatness and then coming back down.
She drinks to fill it up.
Wow.
A smile of sweetest flowers, wilted so and soured. Black tears stain the cheeks that once were so admired. She thinks when she was small, there on her father's knees, how he had promised her, "You'll always be my baby. Daddy, come quick. The dreaming tree has died. I can't find my way home. There is no place to hide. The dreaming tree has died." Strength to, I would leave you up to your own devices. Will you not talk? Can you take pity? I don't ask much, but won't you speak, please?
song is so powerful. I should have listened to this one more too. There's so much meaning in this. I feel like I'm about to tear up listening to this.
Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back.
Yeah.
Take me back.
Back in time.
Take me back.
When the dreams were alive.
Take me back. Save me, please.
Oh my god. That's the thing, these songs get more beautiful. They get more beautiful as we continue listening to them over and over. Oh my god. Yeah. That sure was good. I've been noticing too the trend of this album to like completely switch up the last 20-30 seconds or so from what we hear in the bulk of the track. Almost like it's a built-in transition. But usually this outro terminates too. I wonder if there's a name for that, but it does feel a little disconnected. After Dreaming Tree, like a palate cleanser to like soften my resolve, or
how we move our
I don't know.
lives for another day, like skipping on beat. What if a great wave should wash us all away? Just thinking out loud. I don't mean to dwell on this dying thing, but look at my blood. It's alive right now, deep and sweet within, pouring through our veins. Intoxicate, moving wine to tears and drinking it deep. And an evening spent dancing, it's you and me. Oh, this love will open our world. From the dark side we can see the glow.
It's an unusual chorus melody somehow.
Oh, there's much more than we see here. Don't burn the day.
Wow.
away. Don't burn the day.
This is the song that I think I should have said this one over the Stone, but I've probably heard this one the least overall. So the melody is not really as familiar to me as it should be. And it's a hard one to like grab onto in the same way. I don't know if it's because of the scale degree choices. It's just a little bit difficult, I would say, in a weird way, for me at least.
Don't burn the day. Don't burn the day away. Is this not enough? This blessed sip of life, is it not enough staring down at the ground? Or then complain and pray for more from above, you greedy little pig. Stop, just watch your world tickle away. Oh, it's your problem now. And it'll all be dead and gone in a few short years. Oh, just love will open our eyes. Just love will put the whole back in our minds. Much more than we could ever know. Oh, so don't burn the day away. Don't burn the day away. Oh, come sister, my brother, shake up your bones, shake up your feet.
I'm thinking that I haven't heard this at all. Because I think the song that I heard was Don't Burn the Pig. If my memory serves. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I've heard this. That's why I'm like having trouble finding a place in my memory for this one. That said, it is still hard to like wrap my mind around melodically, even rhythmically for that matter. This one is just unusual. I don't know how to put it.
Come sister, my brother, shake up your bones, shake up your feet. I'm saying, open up and let the rain come pouring in. Wash out this time motion. Know that the best is yet to come. But while you're dancing on the ground, don't think of when you're gone. Love, 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 what more is there? 'Cause we need the light of love in here. Don't beat your head, dry your eyes, lend the love in there. There's bad times, but that's okay. Just look for love in there. And don't burn the day.
Dude, that section just, it almost made me think I heard this before, but it also like took over my brain in a way that I don't think I've heard that before.
It's okay, just look for love in there. And don't burn the day.
It's unusual.
Look, here are we on this starry night, staring into space, and I must say, I feel as small as dust lying down here. What point could there be troubling? Head down, wondering what will become of me. Why concern we cannot see, but no reason to abandon it. The time is short, time, that's alright. Maybe I'll go out in the middle of the night, take your hands, let from your eyes my love. but don't burn the day
Have I heard this?
away. Don't burn the day away. Come, sister, my brother, shake up your bones, shake up your feet, and I'm saying, open up and let the rain come flooding in, wash out this tide motion. All that the best is yet to come, but while you're dancing on the ground, don't think of when you're gone. Love, 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 what more is there? 'Cause we need the light of love in here. Don't beat your head and dry your eyes. Let the love in there. The bad times, well, that's okay. No, just look for love in here. Just let the love in there. Oh, love right out and then leave.
Whoa. The way it is fading out is crazy. Okay, I was waiting for the random outro section. This one was hard to understand, I'm not gonna lie. I need assistance to understand Pig. Yeah, out of all of the songs, out of the 10 that we heard, Pig confused me the most. I don't even know if I like it or dislike it. I'm more confused than anything. I like the section a lot with the punches, the bum, 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 and the swipes of the strings. I think I remember part of that in Don't Burn the Pig. But this is like sitting in a weird place for me where it's like I don't even understand what I listen to. It's like a feeling between the feeling, you know, like if you have, I use this in a different reaction, but I'll use it here too. If you have like anger and then within that there's like rage and fury, and those are two delineations, it's like there's a third one that's between rage and fury that I don't understand. Like I don't know the name for that word, but it is this for that song. Now I don't mean that the song is angry, but just take a different confusing emotional umbrella and find the feeling between the feeling for Pig, because I'm confused, but I'm confused in a way that I don't even understand my own confusion. I'm bemused, I'm kerfuffled, bewildered. I don't know which one I am. Let's check out Spoon here, the final song of the album. Every 30 minutes.
Spoon in spoon, stirring my coffee. I thought of you and turned to the gate, and on my way came up with the answers. I scratched my head and the answers were gone.
This does feel like a resolution.
From hand to hand, wrist to the elbow, red blood sand. Could that be God crosses crossed home out like a wet rag. Forgive you why you hung me out to dry, and or maybe I'm crazy, but laughing out loud make the pain pass by, and maybe you're a little crazy, so laughing out loud make you so sad.
That harmony, that crossover.
Holding, I'm still falling, I'm still falling. Spoon in spoon, stirring my coffee. I thought of this and turned to the gate. And on my way, crack, lightning, then thunder. I hid my head and the storm slipped away. Well,
It's like it's a very unusual melody, but this one is more attainable than the melody we heard in Pig. So it's unusual in the sense that it's not typical, but I can still remember it and get it. But with Pig, it's hard for me to even remember the melody because of how strange it was. But all of that aside, this song thus far, and even just like remembering from the last time I heard it, it now makes sense in the context of everything we've heard, why the way this is introed at least feels like a good album closer. There's that grace in the way that these phrases are concluding, instead of in some songs where the melody and lyrics were written in a way that bleed into other measures, and there's always this like continuous unending stream that's like stumbling onto itself and driving forward. Now it feels like we're rounding off the edges of each of these phrases in a way that it'll just end with a nice bow on it.
hid my head and the storm slipped away. Well, maybe I'm crazy, but laughing out loud we could all pass by. And maybe you're a little crazy, so laughing out loud we could all
Wow, this came as a surprise again.
laughing out loud.
From time to time, minutes and hours.
Back to Alanis.
move ahead.
She gets more time.
Some lag behind. It's like the balloon that rise and then vanish. This drop of hope that falls from his eyes.
Wow, that string getting louder in my left headphone. The sax in my right.
Spoon in spoon, stir my coffee. I think of this and turn to go away. Well, as I walked there, voices behind me sing, sinners sin, come now and play.
Oh my god.
Laughing out loud. Come now and play.
good. The way the highs were being matched in every single instrument that took a stab at it, from the vocals to the violin to the sax to the guitar. Oh, bro. We gotta go back. We gotta go back somehow. God. Now how do we end this? We have 2 minutes here. Is it all silent here? I don't want to prematurely start talking about the whole album if there's still more left to it, but I will try to pace my conversation so we can start the outro. What an experience this whole album is in continuous fashion. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember now. Oh my gosh.
Everything will be alright.
Wow. Wow.
Coming from the noise for tonight. Everything will be alright.
That's
Everything will be alright.
what is it? This one is the last stop, right?
For now, goodbye.
Yeah. 'Cause this is the transition, the very fast.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. It's so mystical. And with the banjo, it's so interesting. It's like a feeling I've never had. Before these crowded streets. I mean, what an album. Like every single one of these songs, when I heard them before, besides Pig, I guess, is the only one. It was like a fun dive into each of them. Like, it's going to be impossible for me just to go through each and every single one of them pre and post now, but now getting to hear them all in this consecutive context it makes so much sense, despite how sporadic it may seem. And maybe other people would disagree and they would say, no, this is super all over the place. Somehow, I don't think so. I think there is a very holistic through line that makes this all make sense. And I don't even think right now I will be able to determine what are the common threads across everything. I can do that with like a handful of pairings and songs back to back, and the way it overall like sort of sits in my mind and body. It's a feel thing, I think. The way this whole album was sequenced makes perfect sense to me. Oh, I love doing this. And at a very high level, it was interesting to hear the way that these songs sound when like improvisation is off the table. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't do any improv during their studio performances for these songs, or recordings rather. They may well have, but these versions all feel very polished. Like, if they were to decide to add extended instrumental sections and bridges and allow an instrumentalist to do their thing, as a lot of DMB lives tend to, I can see the places where that would certainly happen. But it's interesting to hear it more curtailed and like, again, honed in this way, because it does feel like all of these songs in one moment or another is softer and more buttoned up than what we get live. And that's why it's a different experience entirely. And hearing all of it in this buttoned up way allows me to appreciate so much more of the finesse that they have as musicians, because I think it's all well and good to, exist and thrive in the chaos, because they're all super mega talented musicians. All in all, should be able to fumble around a chart on any given day for a live concert, and so long as they know the melodies and the moments, they can make it work. But D&B songs are, again, so complex that being able to dial it in the way that they do in the studio, to me, is extremely impressive, because live they can still afford to make quote unquote oopsies all over the place, or modifications that are changes from the original, such that you don't have to be perfect. So in the studio it sounds like they're perfect, but then when they recreate moments of the track falling apart and distending, like you sort of hear in Halloween, you get a bit of that in The Dreaming Tree and some in Spoon, and in various moments it feels like the controlled chaos is about to become uncontrolled, but they're able to rein it back in. And the moments that feel in lockstep are, I don't know if it's maybe just I'm too spoiled that I got to listen to so many live performances before hearing the studio, but I love the order and the journey that I've been on. It's helped me understand everything in this context a lot better than I might otherwise have. So maybe a question now you're asking yourself or asking me is, Sohum, which were your favorite songs off of the studio version here? Wow, that's a hard question, because I'm going to be ranking these based on different criteria. But I think my favorite song, it's a toss-up. I mean, really, I think I have my top 4 or 5 already outlined in my brain. So I think I'll just list them. The Last Stop, Don't Drink the Water, Halloween, Crush, and Dreaming Tree would be my top 5. But how do I not insert Halloween or The Stone or Spoon in there? And Spoon does reference The Last Stop, so I think I'll give it 2 The Last Stop out of those 2, and we still have to reduce from 6 to 5. I mean, Dreaming Tree, hearing it again in this context, really, that was very spiritual. I think because there's so many better versions of Halloween, and this is pure my subjective opinion, I think there's so many better versions of Halloween that I will bump Halloween to 6th place. So our top 5 in no particular order are The Last Stop, Don't Drink the Water, The Stone, Crush, and Dreaming Tree. I think in this reaction, what made me most emotional was Dreaming Tree. If you're gonna rank it based on that, go right ahead on that as being your number 1. I don't know. I think Halloween, in terms of energy, though, I would have to add that to a separate top 5. I don't know. I'm gonna get lost in this, so please let me pass the question off to you. Let me know which were your favorite songs off this album. Or just really anything you want in the comments for the algorithm. It helps out a lot. But it's really been a pleasure listening to this whole album with you today. God, I love the Dave Matthews Band. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did and would like to make a request yourself, whether it's 1 song, 2 songs, a whole album, a different artist, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box down below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.